This one installed, all done. Man, and I cranked my nuggy so gosh darn bad I seen stars. Boom, baby! Look at them fatties. Listen, we got room to buggy. It's hot as mother trucker. Spritz it on there. You know, don't be shy now. Sorry, Craig. And put our sackies, our airbaggies together. I'll be fine. I'll cry about it later is what I'm saying. A stable spot. Nope. This thing just, woo, hit the ground. Dang. Hey, you chubbies! Woo! I gave that everything. I think we got a good video this week. You remember the frame from last week that I needed for the Jap-Rod I was talking about? Now imagine this car, not this one. I have another one just like it. It's white. On top of this frame, right? Right? With a Chevy big block? Yep, right in the front. Oh man. This is even more rowdy than Casey's Customs CRX. It's gonna take some building. It's gonna take a couple videos of building. But Grandpa and I are super excited. We've done so many measurements and so many thinking outs. Grandpa even drew a sweet picture. This one. Grandpa drew this up. The car, he had a good picture for reference. The front end, he just drew right out of his own nuggie. Man, you see how cool this car is gonna look? Now are you seeing what I'm seeing? Just see it. First plan of attack here, airbags. I got an airbag kit that I bought for my Ford Crown Vic. Decided not putting it on there. Nope. So we're gonna put it on this frame, on this, the Jap-Rod. The Civic hot rod, rat rod, crazy wild idea thing. This is what's happening. So first things first, we gotta take the springs out, the shocks out. We're gonna eliminate the fuel system off this frame because it's plastic lines and definitely don't want that on my big block. You know, a 632 would be real nice right there. But we got some other figuring to do. We've got some deletion of stuff that we don't need. We're gonna keep some other stuff like this e-brake. Look at this. Tell me not, if we couldn't fit that to the little, the ripper in the middle of the Chevy. Man, tell me it'll work is what I'm saying. I'll make it work somehow. It's gonna be a great idea. We got some work on the front for some airbag stuff. We're gonna have to take this all apart. This wheel ain't looking too good. We got one of these nuts is cross-threaded. And, well, these two obviously are terrible because there's no nuts on them. So, we got some studs to beat out. I still gotta pick those up. I got a nice set of wheels that I picked up off a buddy. I had to do some trading. But I think for now, they're gonna go on here. But ultimately, they're gonna go on the other Caprice, the black one that I put airbags on, because I just want to see what it looked like. But let's take this sucker apart, put some airbags in it. We're gonna just put the bags in, maybe run the lines so we can play with it. Because, in my opinion, there's no point really putting the body on without the airbags, because you want them to be laid out. When you put the body on, you want it as low as we can get it. Grandpa and I have discussed maybe side pipes, you know, all the way down the side right before the wheels. Maybe, you know, the ones in the picture that just come out the side, we haven't fully decided. But that's kind of depending on where the body sits, I kind of think. We're gonna get the body as low as we can without cutting as much floor out. I already know the whole back half. We're gonna have to delete the back seat out of the Civi. No question. Goodbye. It's gonna be a 2-seater, but we need the seats to actually go far enough back so Grandpa could get in it and enjoy it too. So if we delete the back seat, that allows us to move the brackets back. Yeah. See, there's a lot of thought going in this, a lot of thinking. So this is gonna be a wild idea. Let's just get to work. The shockies deleted. You can see they're not in there anymore. We're gonna lower this sucker down as far as we could go and, you know, let the springies just pretty much fall out, hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, that was scary. It didn't go as far as I thought it would. Hey, look, it's bouncing though. So it's definitely not touching. So if you just, ow, just like that is what I'm saying. Simply, now we have room for an airbag. I guess we get the airbag stuff out now. Yeah. Here we go. Here's a baggie. I think that's the front. Yeah, I believe this one's the front. Look at, installed. All done. That's all we need. We got this sucker down because, well, right here, we lost our sun and there's a little breeze. It's chilly. So we said we'll just roll her forward. Man, does it look cool while it's down? Looks weird that it's squatted, but you know. So we gotta drill some holes first things first right here on each side. So we got our airline to be able to go through there. So we'll go boop, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna build our brackets for our airbags, put our airbags in there. And you know, they're just gonna have to hopefully just sit in there for a little bit. Grandpa and I were talking about building, you know, little things to hold them, or if I just buy the actual right brackets. It just sucks because it's 170 bucks for the rear, 170 for the front, and that's, dang, kind of expensive. So we'll see. Got the baggies in the rear, looks great. We're gonna have to do some work on the brackets or buy some new ones, but if the front ones up here work, I'm just gonna modify those ones to work, because there's no point. I did get all this apart, and I was down here taking the shock apart, and I went up to get a socket. Man, and I cranked my nuggie so gosh darn bad, I seen stars. It was like the universe when I closed my eyes. There were so many of them. So I laid there for a minute, finally got up. The shock's taken out. I figured I probably ought to get my camera out since I'm doing dumb stuff. So, might as well. We've got everything but the sway bar to disconnect. Everything's disconnected, minus the sway bar is what I meant to say. Tried to unbolt the sway bar link. It was bent. So, we cut it. Sure. Sure. Yeah, the shock's still in there, so it should at least hold it from coming all the way out. Ouch. It's going. Got this started apart. It really wasn't that interesting, honestly, once we got the shock out. I just cut the top off, said see you later, alligator. We're not messing around, so sure. New day, man. I cranked my nuggie so hard I gave myself a headache. Had to go home. But it was good, because I got us some luggy nuts for some wheels. Yep, I got these wheels. I traded some stuff to put on my Caprice. That's not here. I don't know why I just showed you over there. But you know, this frame is the same exact frame that I bought these wheels for, so well, we gotta have some cool wheels on it when we're building it, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna put these wheels on here just because. We're gonna start with the backs because, well, the back's mostly wrapped up pretty nice. Yeah, looks great. And then we'll move up here, we'll cut this sucker up. We gotta take that one apart. There's some work to getting these baggies in here, but we're very close. Boom, baby. Look at them fatties. All right, now to the cool stuff. Look at that thing. Yep, looks cool already. So now that the cooler stuff is kind of done back here, we got to do some cool stuff up here to be able to put some more cool stuff up here. So let's start where we left off on this side and cut this sucker up. A hole in here for the baggie. Just like we did the other Caprice frame, we're just gonna cut this lip out. Bring her back, bring her around. Yep. That's the plan. The nice thing is, the airbags I got this time, I think are smaller in diameter. This looks a lot smaller than the one I put on the other Caprice, which I already think will fit in the hole, you know? Yeah, way much nicer. But once it balloons a little bit, you don't want any chance of rubbage. So if I just cut this lip like I did the other car, I think we'll be just fine. Because even the other car, the black Caprice, I have very minimal rubbage. So, and I've been driving it for 3,600 miles now with no issues. Yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing on this one. Man, sparks were flying everywhere, man. I had to make sure I didn't get Grandpa's 50, so I was all pointing them. Sorry, but at the Fusion. Sorry, little guy. But I did burn my belly a little because I'm all stretching and my shirt came up and I was like, ah, son of a. But here we are. We got a hole. Boom. It's a little, we got some sharp edges. I'll come back with a little flappy disc. Get rid of all the, you know, scare the crap out of yourself parts. You know. Our hole now, though, you know, we got tons more room to play with. So we clean up them edges and we got room to buggy, you know. And then we run some air lines and put some brackets on our baggies here. And then we got action. Well, minus, we got to put some connections that we're just going to put on an air compressor so we could air them up and stuff. Damn, I cut that one all the way through, man. I didn't even have to beat that one. It's hot as mother trucker. Get off my garden board. Man, it always sucks grinding above your head while you're laying on the ground. I need a lift so bad. Anywho, look at this. We got some cleaned up holes. Don't look too bad. No sharp edges, even though it don't look like there's Actually looks like a ton, right? No, I'm just kidding. So nothing better than to give her a coat of some black. You know, just some, spritz it on there. You know, don't be shy now. You don't want it to rust away. No way. While we wait for them suckers to dry up, we'll might as well come back here and put our sackies, our airbaggies together. You know, we got the air fittings to put in here. We got the cups to put on. Where's my stuff? Some thread tape. My buddy told me not to use thread tape, to use the goopy stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, I use thread tape on the Caprice and it holds pretty good. So I'm gonna do thread tape on this one. Sorry, Craig. Anywho, it'll be easy to work on too, because you know, this is gonna get chopped off and really easy to get to. The fronts, there's not even gonna be a front end, so if I gotta take it apart, it's easy to access. I'll be fine. I'll cry about it later is what I'm saying. Let's put these baggies together. They're pretty simple. This is the bottom, I believe. So that goes on the bottom. You only got one bolt right in the center. The top has these cool bolts already through them. You see, just like that. Boom, baby. 2 bolts on the top. Then we got an airbag. Minus our air fitting, we got to put on there with some airline. And for now, I'm just gonna poke each end of my airline that I have. Whoop. In each end, and then we'll just run it back here with some zip ties, and I want to put a little air fitting and tee and shit on it for now. Man, I done already ran into my first problem, which can't say I didn't see coming. These brackets, they're not gonna work. You know, the ones that are actually for this car, you see the little circle, it's a little bigger and it's off center. And well, that's because if you look in there, there's these little, oh, you can't see in there, can you? Well, if you look in there, you can see these big old teeth-a-roonies. Well, they just don't line up with this circle. Look, I'll show you. If you try to aim this through that hole, the backside hits it. It won't let it sit up all the way. So when they put air in this pocket, it's gonna do weird shit. We don't want that. So we're at a halt already. Dang it. So the plan, it'll still be fine because we want the car as low as we can get it pretty much. So not putting a bag in here, it's fine. It's fine. It's gonna sit down just like we want it. It might be a pain to move around, but it should still roll. You know? Dang it. I was excited to put these baggies in here. But maybe we could start focusing on putting the body on. Yeah. Alright, well, I got the driver's side together. It's really simple. Especially the way we took it apart. Sure, that's enough thread for now. Let's get this top down here. Get our nut ready. Sure. Get in there, little buddy. Sure. Yeah, you're probably thinking, why didn't you just use a jack? Well, because I didn't want to. All right. Suck it up, suck it up. Sure. Heck yeah. Put some brake on that shit. We're all done. Put some wheels on it, take some pictures. Go pick up a body for tomorrow. Whoo, man. This thing looks freaking good. It's just a frame, that's all. Check it out. Boom. This sucker is getting low, low. I added a headlight because that's the style headlight I want to go with. You know, it's maybe not right where it's gonna be, but it could be. That's, you know, gets an idea with the wheels. Man, dude, let's look at that thing. Also took the back bumper off because it's not getting used. It's going to be in the way. Ah, I've never had wheels, let alone to start a project from the frame up. We started a new day again, and we brought some goodies. The body to the frame. Little weird, right? A Civic going on a Caprice body. We're gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. Grandpa and I already started taking this stuff apart. You can see the hood's off, the bumper's off. I got a headlight, which I didn't even notice, but this sucker's got the super brights, which would, you know, make sense for, you know, the dark ones. They're just HIDs. They're not too exciting, but man, might put those on my car just because they're there. Got another headlight. Got some fenders we're gonna delete on. Drop the whole subframe. We don't need the engine because Chevy big block, not baby Honda block. Grandpa and I are hoping to just, you know, drop this whole little radiator support, keep the radiator with the engine, and not make a mess. That's our biggest goal. Everything else should be taken care of. As well as, you know, we gotta lose suspension. We're not using this suspension, we're using airbag suspension. So that's all gotta get deleted. We got a bunch of stuff. We might change where we're at, go over there. Man, this thing is coming apart so fast. We've taken longer breaks than we've worked today. It's probably not good. But anyway, look at parts everywhere. We had to move the car. It was right here. We moved it over here because it's about time to drop this engine. Get it out of our way so, you know, this can come and say hello to its new lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So, first things first. Motor mount bolts, goodbye. Motor mount bolt, goodbye. And then subframe bolts, good. And I mean goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. And then engine, out of the way. moving and we were moving. I thought I had the car in a good spot, a stable spot. Nope. Look at this. Of course the camera wasn't rolling. This thing just hit the ground. Dang. What else you gonna do? Here's the aftermath, is what I can show you. You can see our jack that was holding it up just teeter-tottered. Said, "See you later, alligator." What do you expect? I put it on dirt. We did dent our rocker a little bit, but you know, yeah, it's no big deal. It's fine. It's no big deal. Look at it. Nice. One step closer to being a Jap-Rod. The frame is just itching for its new home. Or its new look, its new skin. Look at them fatties. You see them? Ah. Progress being made, but we're losing sunlight. We're packing up. You can see the car's not outside anymore. Poor little engine. It's gonna have to hang out outside tonight. Come back for it tomorrow. Look at this thing. It's way higher than I was hoping it'd sit for right now, but we're sitting on the gas tank in the back. So we definitely got, I'm pretty sure, some cutting in the back here too. It's also got to come just a little forward. It's looking really frickin' sweet though. So once you see that body down on that frame, it's gonna look sweet. All this in the front's gonna delete. We don't need anything. Nope, bumper. These things, the strut supports, delete, goodbye. Yep, that's what's holding us up here. Like I said, gas tank back here. But that's what I got time for this week. The Jap-Rod is coming alive, so you guys gotta subscribe to see it bloom like a flower, like I said with the Caprice. Like, comment something, watch another video. Thanks for watching this one. Laters.